Yo, what's going on? We're tuning in for our recap of the have and the have nots. It's been a week. A week is a long time because you cannot hold your breath for a week. So, a week is a long time for us not to have seen each other. So, let me first of all give you a cyber hug. Let me give you a cyber hug. And also, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. And if you like the videos, definitely like the video below and also share it with your friends and put it on your social media, please. And thank you. All right. So let's just dive right into it. First scene of the Have and the Have Nots. Benny is driving to his house, and it looks like the last scene of Set It Off with Queen Latifah and Vivica Fox, right? Like it was all these police officers in front of Benny's house and everything. So he was just he was like he just got down right, drove right past the popo. And because he was like, what had happened was he didn't know what happened. So of course he gonna call Evelina, his sister. So he called Candace. He was like, bitch, why are the police outside my house? You told me this house was legit. And she was like, it is legit. I don't know. Like, what are you talking about, Benny? And then he was like, bitch, it's a lot of police outside my house. And I'm on my way to your house. Right. So we can talk about this real quick. So he goes to her house. And then they just start talking. And then Benny thinks it's because of the murder with Quincy in the backyard. Oh my goodness. He was like, look, bitch, tell me how many times, real quick. We don't have time for this. This is like Family Feud when you got to huddle and get these questions together real quick, really quickly. Because I'm going to take the fall for this for you. That's how much it's called. It should be called A Brother and Sister's Love instead of The Fugitive. Because Quincy's sister, what's her name? Netta, what's her name? Quita. Oh my God, she invented hood. Didn't she invent hood? We're going to come right back to Quita. But let's just get on to Benny and Candace right now. Oh my God, you got to stir the cake mix up before you put the icing on it. So we're going to get there. But we're not there yet. So anyway, so they're talking in the house because he's like, the police are coming and I think they know about Quincy, bitch, and I'm gonna take the fall for this for you because I like love you that much. You my mother, you my sister, girl. So she's like, you're not gonna take the fall for this. And he was like, well, how many times did you stab this motherfucker? And then she was like, well, why? He said, because I gotta come up with this story and everything. So then the police knock, 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 knock. It's the popo, let us in. And Candace like, honey, unless you got a search warrant, you will never get past this foyer. So anyway, they open up the door, and the police are there, and they're like, your son is kidnapped. And then she just calls, she doesn't even call her mother mom anymore. She calls her Hannah. Oh, so low class. It's really beneath the water. Like, what's beneath the water? Like, the sand that holds the water? Like, in hell. She's beneath the water because she calls her mom Hannah. Like, if I called my mother Loretta, like joking or non joking, she would hit me with a phone book from 1967. They don't even make phone books no more, honey. You got to Google the numbers. But my mother would hit me with a yellow paper. Knock the fuck out of me. I'm just, Lord forgive me for this word. But my mother would hit me. I'd be watching the Cosby Show reruns. They don't even play them no more, honey. Not even on Nick at Night. Don't sit down on it. So she was like, Hannah stole my child. And then she was like, she's dangerous. She has guns. She has hand grenades. She has knives. She has red mace. And she has a dog that will bite you at any given moment. Get my son and you kill her on sight. Oh, Hannah's an evil heifer for doing that to her mommy. I mean, I cannot believe like not Hannah. Candace is an evil heifer for doing that to her mom. And then Benny is looking at Candace out of his peripheral vision, like, bitch, that is not our mother. Like, literally, my mom has a Bible in her purse. Like, the grenade and all that. Like, my mother wouldn't even know what to do with a grenade. She would pray over it. Right. So, we already know Candace is beneath the water. So, anyway, next scene. Let's just get straight to Kowita. OMG. Does anybody know how to even spell her name? Because I know they don't spell it like the regular Quita. You say tomato, I say tomato. She say Quita, and you say Quita. But it's different. Like I know it's spelled like with like some kind of accent. Quita, Quita. It's probably spelled with an N in front of it, and the N is silent. It's Quita. So Quita is Quincy's sister, and oh my goodness, She is, I don't know what to say. I really don't even know what to say about Quita. She doesn't have a soft spot in her heart for anybody. Like, this bitch would stab her shadow. What the fuck do you keep following me for? And she would just stab her shadow and watch her shadow go down. OMG, it's Quita. So this other girl named Z, who Quincy is, he getting some of that sweet tea. So Quincy is getting some sweet tea from Z, and Z keep coming around because she want to know what Quincy is because her bills aren't getting paid, and she wants some more Quincy. And so she and Quita keep. I already told y'all Quita would stab her shadow. She like, what you keep coming around here for? Cause you like my brother? Cause he hanging? When she said that, I almost blacked out. Cause he hanging? And I'm like, oh my God, Quita is just like beyond hood. It's just beyond. It's so hood. So anyway, which is okay. I can deal with it, but it's just beyond. It's beyond. It is worse than an episode of like Straight Outta Compton, like a scene. It is way worse than like Quita's little scene in the Heaven and Have Nots is worse than the whole movie of Straight Outta Compton. I'm just saying, like, in aspect of hoodness, like she has so much hood in her. She didn't kill. I'm gonna call Z Lace Front. We're gonna change Z's name to Lace Front because Z had really good hair coming from her roots, but it was somewhere from Japan. That hair didn't come from her roots. Her roots. I'm from the country, so her roots. So anyway, you gotta grease your roots. Part it. Put some grease on it. Part it. Put some grease on it. Part it. Put some grease on it. Grease your scalp. I know about it, even though I don't got no hair. So Z's hairs come from her roots, so we're gonna call her Lace Front. But they didn't kill Lace Front. They didn't kill Lace Front because, like I told y'all, Quita's friends are hood. Like I said, they didn't ripped her shirt open and found out there was a microphone, and they think that she's working for Popo when she's really working for Evil Lena's mother, who is Veronica. Oh, I love Veronica's voice. It's so subtle. She doesn't scream. She doesn't yell. She doesn't throw things. Jeffrey, you'll have your ass at home by 7. Just very subtle. And then she's like a Brandy CD. It's on 3. Brandy never goes to 10. I love Brandy, but she never goes to 10. Like you ain't never seen Brandy go to 10. So Veronica, her voice is just like a Brandy CD. It just goes to 3 on volume wise. And so she's like, I love it when Jeffrey pulled up home. Ooh, that is not his home. He does not want to be there. Jeffrey would rather have a root canal than be there with his mother and his fiance. But anyway, he'd rather have a damn root canal, no Novocaine. So Jeffrey pulls up to home, and the wife comes out of there like she's in Vanity 6 in one of these outfits, like Vanity would wear. Do you think I'm a nasty girl tonight? Do you wanna come with me? And so Jeffrey is like, bitch, what are you doing? You know I am Ventigate. In fact, when I get up out my seat, I leave a little sugar behind. He was like, bitch, you know my zodiac sign is confectionery sugar, so why are you walking up to me in this vanity outfit? And she was like, your mother is making me do this. This crazy bitch is talking about she can't find her checkbook, Jeffrey. So get upstairs and get some sweet tea. We gotta make this bitch happy so my father can get chemo. Cause you know she's paying for it, and she's paying for my parents' rent. She's paying for my father's chemo. If you don't stick your woo woo and my wah wah, none of this is gonna happen. So get your woo woo hard. Cause my wah wah's wet. So anyway, Jeffrey is like, bitch, you must be on crack or crystal meth. I don't know if you or if you inhale it, liquefied. I don't get it. I don't know. But we gonna go up here and do the whatever you want. We gonna act. So they go upstairs, and the mother is there in the mirror. I love Veronica. That bitch invented evil. She owns the copyrights to evil. Her name is evil. It is not even Veronica. She's lying to us. Her name is evil. Okay, and so she's in the upstairs foyer in the mirror, and she's just doing her hair. But this bitch has a blonde wig in her hair, in her hand, because she's gonna go to her husband's office and put the blonde wig on because she didn't killed his blonde mistress. They only did it one time, but she didn't like it clearly. Bitch, you look at my husband, I'll kill you. Okay, my kind of girl. So She had this blonde wig in her hand, and then she told her son and his fiance, she was like, "Don't be too loud. I don't want to hear it." Evil bitch. So anyway, they go into the room, and the fiance, she started just hopping on the bed. "Oh, Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey." And he's like, "Bitch, what the fuck are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, Jeffrey." And then he starts saying, "Oh, Wyatt. Oh, David. Oh, whoever. Eric, Jason, Timothy. Anything but a female's name." Baby, the next scene, literally, the next scene was Veronica in her car backing out. She didn't want to hear that shit. That's what you get, evil. That's what you get. The next scene was Veronica backing out so she can go torture her husband. But he had something for that ass. He had the divorce papers already signed. He talked to her the way she had never need. She never thought he would talk to her like this, because she was like, "Honey, I put some in your spaghetti years ago. So why are you talking to me like this? This is supposed to work. This is supposed to work." She got some of that old Louisiana good Creole, right? And I been put that in your spaghetti. David, why are you talking to me like that? So anyway, he was like, "Get your crazy ass out of my office," and all this stuff. Because Veronica walks up in the office with a blonde wig on. She was like, "Isn't this what you like, David?" And that voice, that old crazy, scary ass voice. "Isn't this what you like, David?" And he's like, "Look, bitch, you Rebecca De Moynier, the hand that rocks the cradle, crazy ass bitch, you." He said, "I got a restraining order against you for me and my son, C, A, and B." She said, "Oh, honey, you may have it for A, but I got B. I got B, as in bitch. I got this." Oh, baby, she gives you one old cat eye. I love her. Where has Veronica been all my life? Even as an actress, where has she been all, like, where have you been? Oh my God, what else are we gonna talk about? We have to talk about when they were talking about you better serve finger foods, because that's when David was reading her like a queen, even though he is straight. He's straight as an arrow. But he was like, she was like, "Are you coming to the engagement party?" He said, "You gonna make our son stab everything out your everything and twist it and pull your soul out with the knife and throw that shit on the ground." And then he said, "I hope you're serving finger foods, because Jeffrey is gonna snatch your ass, bitch. Now, I am his father, and I don't know about his temper, bitch. And you keep pushing him down the flight of imaginary stairs. Jeffrey, look over there. You keep pushing him, making him trying to have sex with this girl." And the girl's like, "Well, Jeffrey, can't you just be nice to me? That's like asking water to be dry." He said, "Pumpkin lamb, I'm gay." And he was like, "I like, guys." And then she was like, "Well, can't you just do this for me?" And then he was like, "Are you a hermaphrodite?" Listen, it's too much. I have so much to talk about. What else are we going to talk about? We got to talk about Hannah. OMG at the end. Okay, so Hannah, she was so ride or die when she stole her grandson. It was kind of like when Ike stole Tina. He was like, "Anime, if you die, I kill you. We got a show tonight." Right after she gave birth. Okay, so Hannah stole the grandson, and now she's the fugitive, and that's why this show is called It's a Fugitive. Okay, so we definitely are going to talk about our recap of the Have and the Have Nots next week. Like I said, if you like the video, forward it to your friends, put it on your social media, and big cyber hug. I love you guys, and I will see you next week on Mario Ramone Recaps. All right, appreciate you so much, all right, for tuning in. I love you guys. Bye.